All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get tonight's stream rolling here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to another stream here. Hope you guys are doing well. What day is it? It is Thursday, and this is stream number 650. The big 650. Congrats to everyone. We made it to stream 650. For today's stream, though, since it is a Thursday, we are going to do some Ninjago trivia this evening. We have a few viewer-submitted bookets that we are going to tackle today, coming from two different peoples, so stay tuned for that. We will start that up here momentarily, but first, we have the streaming schedule here. Streams are possible Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, with the guaranteed trivia every Thursday. It is Thursday, so it is indeed trivia day. But how are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well on this lovely Thursday. Let me break out my phone here so I can see the chat on my telephone. Yes, how are you guys doing? Let's see. Yeah, we will start trivia here momentarily. Usually we like to just kind of chill for a few minutes, let stream kind of settle. Doing good, doing amazing. Awesome, sounds good. I'm not doing too bad, little tired though. Was out a little late last night, so catching a new movie, so little tired, but we will survive. I just had some coffee, I have some water, so we are good to go. Let's see. Excited for Squid Game Season 3. I am as well. Looking forward to watching it. Apparently it's the final season, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it doesn't suck. What movie? I saw F1 starring Brad Pitt, and it was very good. My theater was doing like an early access thing last night, so I went and saw that. That was pretty good. Probably my favorite movie of the year so far. But I'm kind of happy to take like a few weeks off from going to the movie theater because I saw 28 years later. I saw Jurassic World Rebirth a few days ago, and then I saw F1, so I've seen like 3 movies within the span of like a few days, so I'm like looking forward to taking a few weeks off from going to the theater. I think the next one I'm going to see is Superman, but that doesn't come out for a few weeks here yet, so. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got going on. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Is there any sooner date than the 4th of September for episodes 19 and 20. I mean, I feel like personally, if I'm thinking about it realistically, I'm thinking they are probably going to get leaked at some point before that because, you know, no Ninjago season has a solid release. Leaks are everywhere. Like every single season comes out before its release date anyway. So I think they will be leaked beforehand, but it's a matter of like when, you know, so... but that is the official date as of right now, the 4th of September. Let's see. I did not see How to Train Your Dragon in theaters. I watched that using a different method. but I definitely did not go to the theater to watch that. However, when I went to go see my movie yesterday, the theater right next to me was playing How to Train Your Dragon, and I could literally hear it like out in the hallway because it was so loud. So yeah, I have seen that movie. I just didn't go to the theater to watch it because I really don't feel like going to the theater to watch a movie that I have at home on Blu-ray because it's like the exact same thing as the animation. Yes, I did watch The Marvels like a few weeks back. I partook in the drinking of the adult beverages, you know, just to kind of keep it PG, and I decided, you know what, let's watch The Marvels, because I haven't seen it, and it was not very good, so, you know, definitely enhanced it with the beverages that I had, but it wasn't that good, at least not in my opinion here. Let's see, how do I feel about the Ninjago live action coming up? I'm curious to see if it actually happens. I mean, you know, last we heard they were writing it, and we haven't had any updates since then, and that was like 8-9 months ago. Something like that, so I don't know. Curious to see if it's happening. Yes, beverages plural. Took me a few drinks to get through the Marvels. No, I mean, you know, modern Marvel stuff's been kind of hit or miss, and that was definitely a miss. I did not watch Ironheart. I probably won't. I'm behind on a lot of the shows. I haven't seen Secret Invasion. I haven't seen Echo. I'm not going to watch Ironheart, so I haven't seen Ironheart. I watched Daredevil because I like Daredevil on Netflix. I thought that was good. So I watched Born Again. It was pretty good. Yeah, exactly. When adult beverages can't make a movie good, you know it's a lost cause. Yeah, definitely. Because I have some movies in my collection. Like, I know they're not good, right? I know they're not good, but, you know, they're fun. You know, they're just, like, stupid fun. Like, I can watch them and make fun of them with, like, my friends and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes those movies are better enhanced with the adult beverages. But sometimes you get a movie that's just, like, bad, no matter, like, what you do. So... did I like the Haley Steinfeld cameo at the end? I did, yeah. I was texting my dad towards the end of the movie. I was like, because my dad's a big Captain Marvel fan, right? My dad likes Brie Larson quite a bit. He likes the first Captain Marvel movie. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Sure, let me text my dad. Hey, Captain Marvel 2 kind of sucked a little bit. Don't bother watching it. And then I sent him a picture of the screen. I was like, oh my God, it's Haley. So, you know, I did enjoy that, yeah. I'm a big Haley Steinfeld fan. But, you know, let's see, what else do we got here? Yes, other methods. Yeah, The Last Night, that's like a movie that's like, I can find some enjoyment out of the last night, but not a lot, you know. Very few things in that movie are things that I like. I like Megatron. That's about it. So, some of the other Transformers are fun, I guess. Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth does not have Chris Pratt, unfortunately. But we got Scarlett Johansson, so you win some, you lose some, I guess. Nat Christmas with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Nat Christmas. They say, will the Ninjago movie be based on a show? Or wait, on the show or the movie? I could see it doing, like... a bunch of stuff. I could see it being based on the show, being like a retelling of the pilots. I could totally see it like doing its own thing. I guess I could even see them like tackling the other Ninjago movie and like making it live action, though I feel like that would be the least likely and also the least exciting. I think they're either going to do something completely original or they are just going to do like a remade and enhanced like movie based on the pilot episodes. So, but thank you, Nat Christmas, for the $2 super chat. Oh, true. Anthony Hopkins dying was funny. I agree. That's probably one of the funniest deaths I think I've seen in a movie. Because it's just, like, so abrupt. And there's, like, this weird, awkward cut in it. And then it just cuts to him just flying away in slow motion. So, that was pretty funny. That, honestly, you know, is probably the best part of the movie. Which is stupid, you know? That shouldn't be the best part of the movie, but it is. Let's see. Anything else that we should talk about before we get rolling with trivia this evening? Like I said, we do have a few to get through, one of which is a little bit long, so I think we will do that one last here. We'll probably start off with the shorter one. Am I going to see F1? I did see F1. I saw it yesterday. Very, very good movie. Would recommend. If you guys like racing and whatnot, it's a very good movie. Did I like the movies I watched this week? Of the 3 that I saw... Oh, I suppose I saw another movie too. So, really quick, right? And then we'll get to trivia, I promise. I saw 28 Years Later in the theater. That one kind of... It was good, but I felt a little disappointed by it. Ironic Webbing. Thank you for the super chat as well there. Thank you very much for the contribution. There's no message attached to that one, but I appreciate it regardless. Yeah, like I said, 28 Years Later was good, but it kind of like disappointed me just a little bit. Then I went home and me and Kat watched, there's this movie on Netflix called K-Pop Demon Hunters. We watched that, and that one surprised me quite a bit. I was like, okay, let's watch this stupid K-pop movie. And it was actually kind of surprisingly good. So if you guys haven't seen that one, give that a look-see. It's like unironically good for some reason. But then I saw Jurassic World Rebirth, and that was, you know, whatever. And then I saw F1, and that was really good. So kind of like a mix of like good-ish movies, and then we have like somewhat bad movies in there too. The only bad one I think was Jurassic World, but even then I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just kind of mid. But yeah, watch K-pop Demon Hunter. All right, let's roll. Let's get rolling with trivia here. Let me set this one up here. The first one comes at us from Max. So huge shout out to Max. I think I see you in the chat there. We will start with Max's Blook It. I think we're going to do 2 rounds of this one. One traditional, and then one we will just pick a game mode, and then we will do the other one from there. So let's get rolling here with trivia. Once again, this one comes from Max. Thank you very much, Max. Like I always say, if you guys would like to make your own Blook It, send it my way through email. We can totally do it for a Thursday stream at some point. Let's start with Max's trivia here. Where are we? There we go. All right. Let us shrink this down so you guys can see. And there is the code on the top. QR code top left. Feel free to join up if you would like. Once again, this one comes to us from Max. Yeah, I will see Superman next. That'll be the next one that I watch. That's not for a few weeks, though, so I'm kind of, like, excited to take, like, a few weeks off from going to the movies. I like going to the theater, but you go, like, 3 times in a week, it kind of gets, like, overwhelming after a while. Except, I will say, I did see when Transformers 1 came out, like, almost a year ago at this point. Well, 9 months ago, give or take. I did see that one 9 times in the theater, and it got to the point where, like, every day, like, during the week, like, Monday to Friday, every day I was at the theater watching that movie. That was fun, because, like, half the time it was only me there, you know? I had the whole theater to myself. I could kick up my feet. Definitely not record parts of the movie on my phone that I wanted to watch later at home. It's a good movie, man. Let's see, what else do we got here as we wait for the room to fill up? Should I watch the rest of Earthspark? Watched 1 episode, thought it was interesting. I haven't seen Earthspark, so I, can't, like, recommend it to you. But if you found it interesting, I'd say keep watching it. Maybe there's something there for you. Will I see Superman multiple times? I mean, if it's good and if I have a desire to go back and see it again, then sure. I don't, like, plan, like, okay, I'm going to see this movie, like, 3 times or this movie 4 times. If I like a movie, I'll go see it more than once, if I have the time or the desire. I know. The various methods to watch films at home that are currently in theaters. It's a very secret method that not a lot of people know about. All right, let's get rolling before I get arrested. Let's start. Question number 1 here. According to the, I think that's the shipping wiki, what is Sora X... Oh, we had this one already. We had this one before, I think. I think we had this one last week. Huge shout out to Cartilage Cart, by the way, and also that picture is horrifying. I don't know if I'd take my picture with Sora at Legoland. She looks looks like she might kill you. The Sci-Pi Duo. I think, yeah, we had that one, I think we had that one last week. Sci-Pi Duo it is. I know that image was haunting. That's like an image that you would see on like a creepypasta website or something. Like, I want someone to take that picture and like just like turn up the saturation like all the way. Question 2. What did Zane consume the last of? The information. He has eaten all of the information. Let's see. In my opinion, do I prefer the original designs or the redesigns? Honestly, it depends on the ninja. I think the majority of them glow up with the redesigns. By the way, deli meat was the correct answer. But with someone like Jay, the only thing that I prefer from the redesign is the hair. And I think my ideal Jay design would be like old face with the new hair. Otherwise, with Cole, that's a glow up. I think he looks much better in the redesign. Same with Nia. Question 3, who is this? It's probably one of those. Maybe not Dry Bones, but probably one of those. So yeah, it just kind of depends on the ninja for me, I guess you could say. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, at Legoland, they do have Aaron and Sora, but the other ninja are still in their Day of the Departed. Yep, that is true. That is definitely true. Apparently this guy's name is Algu. Algu. Who knows? We also have a super chat here. The volume isn't on, so apologies about that. But we have a super chat from Slimes. $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Slimes. They say, every live-action movie adaptation is mid-tier at best. Hope they make it good. Don't want another Lego Ninjago Lego movie I can't sit through. I agree with you there. I hope that it's at least somewhat decent, somewhat competent. I would hate for it to be like a bad movie, of course. I quite liked the last Ninjago movie. You know, I'm one of the supporters of the Lego Ninjago movie, I'd say. But yeah, I do agree with you, Slimes. I really hope they make it good at the very least. At least we have the same writers that worked on the show. So there's a plus. But thank you once again, Slimes, for the super chat. Question 5. In previous animation tests for the pilots, Kai had different hair belonging to what Exoforce character? I have no idea. I know his hair piece comes from Exoforce. I don't know what character used this hair. So I guess we will find out together. Apparently it was, I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, but Hitomi. Again, I'm not good with names, but I think that's right. I don't know. Let's see. Thoughts on the Transformers Prime 15th anniversary? I guess it has been about 15 years since that show came out. Good show. Question 6. Which competitor never competed in the first round of the Tournament of Elements? It's probably one of these. Brad Pitt should be Woo. Don't know if I agree with that casting choice, but maybe he could surprise me. I think if they kept Jackie Chan as Wu from the Lego Ninjago movie, I think that would work very well, personally. But I'm curious to see who they cast. I mean, I'm sure they will have, like, all of the ninja in there. Maybe not Lloyd, depending on what they do for the movie. Like, I could totally see, like, you know, if it truly is like a pilot remake or a retelling, maybe Lloyd can be teased in like the end credit scene or something for the next one. But I'm hoping if they do that, they do make another one, and it's not like a Power Rangers 2017 thing where they tease the green one, but the green one never comes. Let's see. So was F1 just Brad Pitt in an F1 car, or was it a historical movie on the start of success of F1? It's basically the first one. It's F1. F1 is Brad Pitt racing F1. Like, I'm not sure how much I can say because I haven't seen, like, the trailer and I don't want to spoil anything. But basically, it's Brad Pitt racing in F1, and that's, like, the movie. It's not, like, a history thing. I think they mentioned some stuff, but it's definitely not, like, the focus of the movie. Who was going to be the Green Ninja? I assume they mean in that blooper reel thing. That's definitely canon. In that case, I think it would be Jay. Yep, it was Jay. Yeah, for those that don't know, in the Ninjago blooper reel, or one of them from way back in the day, they do make a joke about how Jay was going to be the Green Ninja. You can kind of see it as canon if you want, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's definitely not Ford versus Ferrari. Like, that movie, yeah, definitely focuses more on, like, the history side of things. F1 is basically just, you know, Brad Pitt racing F1. That's pretty much it. Simple concept, but it was pretty good. Definitely not like a historically, like, you know, it's not like Ford versus Ferrari. That's a great way of putting it. Apparently German was the correct answer to that one. Huge shout out to Germany, I guess. Let's see. Did I pre-order the Thunderbolts on digital? I did not. And I probably will not. I think I'll buy the Blu-ray for that one, but, you know. Question 10. Originally called Max, who is this concept art for? Pretty good question, I would say. Let's see. Question about Lloyd and Golden Power. It does kind of sound like they will tackle that, like, later on in Dragon's Rising. Like, you know, what exactly Lloyd's powers are, and Golden Power might be mentioned too at some point. I'd say, you know, keep keep on holding on. Keep looking out for that. Storyline might show up sooner than you think. Question 11. The Dreams character Logan shares a voice actor with what ninja? I know this one. Logan. Am I going to watch Avengers Doomsday? Probably. Yeah. When it comes out, like, whenever it's coming out. I think right now the release date is what, December 2026? Probably going to get delayed again. Would not be surprised if they pushed it back to summer of 27. I won't say I'm like looking forward to it, but I'll probably watch it when it comes out. Question number 12. Oh dear Lord, who is in the thumbnail of the Ninjago XD video smuggling insects through airport security? Do I even know this one? I think it's Cole, but don't quote me on that. I haven't looked at the Ninjago XD thumbnails in many a year. But I think it's Cole. It is Cole. Look at that. Nice little throwback to Ninjago XD. If you guys know what that is. Do I think any of the ninja will die? Maybe. I mean, I could totally see Dragons Rising ending with them killing off someone. Question 13. What is Zark's hat called? I think I know the answer to this one, but it should be the yellow one. It should be Laundry Basket, because that's what it is. Let's see. What else do we got here? Yeah. I mean, yeah, usually Ninjago does get leaked in a language that's not English. That's traditionally how it goes. Who do I think Lord Rass's master is? Probably someone that we haven't seen yet, if I had to guess. I don't think it's going to be like a returning character like the Overlord. Free points if you pick Zane for an answer. I don't know what this means. I guess just pick one. Hope for free points. But yeah, I think it's going to be a new character. Probably not anyone that we've seen before. But I'm sure they will try their best to, tie in this new character back into Ninjago lore. Apparently the blue one was the right one. Zane for an answer. Yes, indeed. Do the reflections in the cave from Season 5 still matter? Yes, they do. That's been confirmed by the writers of the show. They still matter, though I feel like once we eventually do see those designs in the show, they might not look the exact same because, again, design changes and whatnot, but those reflections do still matter. Yes, indeed. Currently rebuilding all of my Lego sets because I have moved. Oh, that's kind of fun, right? You get to rebuild them all again. I could totally see that task being super tedious, though. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Squiffy was the right answer for that one. Who are the top three? We got Quake in third. We got Peter in second. And Max himself in first. Max, did you do your own quiz? What the heck? But again, shout out to the top three there. And let's do another round of this. What do you guys feel like playing on this lovely Thursday evening? We can totally do another game mode with this quiz, and then we'll move on to the next one. But what do you guys want to play? What game mode are you thinking? What would you like to do? I also need to find the quiz again because I lost it. I don't know where it is. I see it. Yeah, feel free to leave some suggestions for game modes in the chat, and we will pick one here. There it is. I found the quiz. No worries, I found it. Perfect. All right, what are we doing? We have, let's see, what do we have? We have gold, crypto. We probably won't do battle royale. That one usually takes a little long. Oh, racing is temporarily disabled. A lot of people are voting for crypto. How about this, right? We do crypto, but that's all we're doing for crypto this stream. Like, I want to see if we can do 2 rounds of the other one too. The other one's kind of long though, so for sure we will do 1 round, but this is the only crypto that we're doing today. All right, just to get everyone's crypto fix just, out of the way. We will do a round of crypto. Code code on the top, QR code top left. Join if you would like. Is there any way for you to play? Of course, if you go to blookit.com there on the top, you can enter that code and you will be in. Just make sure you do it quick. Don't want the room to fill up. Otherwise, we will be doing another quiz after this one. So if you don't make it in this round, there's always room in the next round. I just looked down and saw that Killian Murphy was in my chat. Have you seen my latest movie? What is your latest movie, Killian Murphy? Because you're definitely not in 28 Weeks Later, but I think you produced it. Or what is it? Years later? Yeah, years later, not weeks. We skipped months. We went from days to weeks to years. We skipped months. Killian, why did you skip 28 months later? It make no sense. What's the next one going to be called? 28 decades later? Favorite Transformers Prime villain? I like a lot of the Decepticons. I like Arachnid. I like Knockout. Probably one of those two. Predaking was cool when he was in there, you know? How about the Morrow News? Are you talking about the Morrow News where Andrew Francis was wrapping up his lines for season 4? Rumor has it, you know, of course he plays like a number of characters, but he's either going to be in that scene that he was recording either Cole or Morrow. So take your guess. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Just remember, we are doing another round after this. This is not like the final round. More will come after this. Ryu or Chompy? Probably Ryu. I think he's got more character development than Chompy. Oh, is that why they can't do 28 months later? Is there like a knockoff movie called 28 months later? Hold up, I must look this up. 28 months later movie. Not 28 years later, 28 months later. Oh, I see 28 months after. Is that what you're talking about? Oh man. Ship Knockout and Starscream. Same, bro. They're pretty cool. Thoughts on Lee? Probably not gonna go into that one because we're kind of getting into spoiler territory, but I do have a video talking about Lee. If you would like to check out that video just to hear more of my thoughts. Chompy's a good boy. Ryu's the best boy. I would love to see Chompy come back and hang out with Ryu. I think they'd make for good friends, if I'm being wholeheartedly honest. Do I ship Sentinel Prime and Arachnid? Oh, from Transformers 1? Probably not. I don't really see any, like, romantic chemistry between those two. It kind of just felt like, you know, there's Sentinel and there's his bodyguard Arachnid. That's kind of, like, the vibe that I got from it, personally. Yeah, RC and Cliffjumper. There you go. That's a good ship. Strangely, like, later on, RC and Wheeljack kind of had, like, a little... Not like anything like super, you know, like obvious, but I kind of got the sense that later on in Prime, RC and Wheeljack kind of had a little something going on. Maybe that was me watching it at 13 years old, just being delusional. Always draw Ryu and Chompy together. They need to meet. It would be so cute. That does sound pretty cute. I mean, you know, why stop there, right? Let's get like all the tiny dragons. Like, can you imagine Ryu, Chompy, and, like, Zip? I mean, Zippy's not a tiny dragon, but, you know, I think Zippy would fit right into that friend group. Ryu needs dragon companions, like dragon friends. I think that could be cool. Make it happen, Ninjagos. What are we doing here? No, we're just doing this round of crypto, and then we have more. We have another quiz made by someone else that we're going to do. I would like to do a few rounds of that, but the quiz is 30 seconds long, or not 30 seconds, 30 questions long, so I'm not sure if we will have time to do multiple rounds of that one. Might just do one, but we will see. Oh, true, Wildfire being Ryu's dragon friend. I could see that. Ooh, Wheeljack and Ratchet. That's one that I don't see very often, but so true. Absolutely. Have I watched the Planet of the Apes trilogy? I have. I assume you mean like the most recent one. I've seen like some of the original movie, if I remember correctly, but I do like the more modern ones with Andy Serkis as Caesar. Let's see. What else do we got here? What if Kai got the Fang Blade instead of saving Lloyd's life in the Fire Temple? I would honestly, like, as messed up as it sounds, I feel like I would like to see, like, a what if type of storyline where that happened. Like, what if Kai... Okay, hear me out, right? I know it's messed up, but just think about it. What if Kai left Lloyd to die in the volcano and he got the Fang Blade instead? Everyone would just exile him. They'd be like, what is wrong with you? I kind of... Maybe Kai would become a villain. I kind of want to see, like, that alternate universe where that happens. I think it would be interesting, at the very least. Yeah, Kai would definitely be banned. He would get kicked off the team. Maybe in this alternate continuity, you know, Nia gets the fire power or whatever. I don't know. They could probably find a way to make it work. And then Kai becomes Samurai E. Samurai Exiled. Or just Samurai X-iled. Dude, Samurai Exiled, but it's Samurai X. There's something there that surely would work as the title of like a fan fiction or something. Oh yeah, no one would be happy with Kai. They would all be like, "What is wrong with you?" All right, I think we have our top three. We got Tax Toucan in third. We got Max in second and ABC in first. Those numbers are looking a little sketchy there, but we'll let it slide for now. But shout out to our top three, and let's get started on the next quiz here. This one, if I can find the email, hold on one second here. Once again, thank you, Max, for putting that quiz together for us. Now moving on to the next person's quiz here. This one comes from... hold on, let me find it. I got it in here somewhere. Hold on one second. I gotta find the quiz. It's from a little while ago, I think. Okay, hold on. Now I'm not seeing the email. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second here. I'll find it. Trust. Let's see. R. Dean. Cool. Shout out to you for putting this next one together for us. Not sure if Dean is your first name or, you know, R. Dean, you know. Just thanks for that. Let's do it, though. Host game. Let's just go classic. Host. All right, so once again, shout out to R. Dean for putting this one together for us. Mute that, big screen that. All right, we are good to go. How do you submit quizzes? If you would like to make a Blookit like this that we can play on stream, you can make it, you know, on Blookit.com, then send the link to it to me through my email, and I will get it that way and we can play it. So my email is in the description of all my videos and all my streams, so it should be pretty easy to find. But yeah, if you would like to, if anyone would like to, you know, free advertising. Feel free to do it if you would like. Have I ever been to a convention? Yeah, I've been to a few conventions. Not really like a Lego convention ever, but I did go to, oh God, what was it called? I'll think of it. Anime Expo. In 2018 and 2019. I went both those years. And that was fun. You know, got some cool stuff when I was there. Hung out with some cool people. So, conventions are fun. Not really my, you know, my favorite thing to do ever. You know? But I would like to go to a Lego convention at some point. And also a Transformers convention would be kind of fun. R is my first initial, Dean's your last name. Gotcha. R. Dean. Once again, shout out to you for putting this next one together for us, and let's get it rolling here. Once again, oh, we have 25 questions, apparently, not 30. Question 1, what is the Guardian Dragon's real name? Surely it's one of these, right? Definitely. Let's see. Transformers Con in Toronto. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd travel, like, out of the country. Like, I live in the U.S., but I know there are, like, Transformers conventions in the U.S. from time to time, so I'm sure I'll go to one eventually. It's on my bucket list. I'll go eventually. Do you know if Moro ever unlocked his full potential or Spinjitzu? I mean, I would think that he unlocked his full potential at some point, but maybe he hasn't. I'm not sure if he knows Spinjitzu, though. Question 2. What did Rogue take from the first land? Very good question. Who wins, in your opinion, Ultimate Spinjitzu Master or Source Dragon? Probably a Source Dragon, because it's like the Ultimate Spinjitzu Master's power comes from like all of the Source Dragons. So probably a Source Dragon, but I don't know, maybe you could see it as like, you know, he's the combined power of all of the Source Dragons, so maybe he'd be stronger than just a single one. Who knows? I could see that going either way, I guess. But my money's on the Source Dragon. Got G1 Legacy Optimus from the last Comic-Con I went to for $30. Not bad. Good price on that one. Let's see. Hey, welcome, random person. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We still have a lot of time left, though, so you're good. Let's see. That is a spoiler, so we will kick you out. Bye-bye. No spoilers, por favor. Please and thank you. Could see Moro not unlocking his true potential because he was too focused on getting the green ninja power. Yeah, exactly. I think that would make a lot of sense. I mean, you know, I want to say he has because obviously he can, like, use his wind power, or he could have, or he did when he had it. But then again, Nia was running around blasting water out of her hands before her true potential, so I guess it really doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, I could totally see Moro not having unlocked his true potential. And yeah, no spoilers, by the way. There's a pinned comment that that explains it. Let's see. How do I join this game? Forgot the name. This is on Blooket, Blooket, and the code is in the top left-hand corner. Not sure if there's any space for you to join, but it would not hurt to try if you would like. Let's see. What else do we got here? Yes, Brute Force, the bestest elemental power ever. Totally not kind of lame at all. When I asked for that one, said Optimus, they weren't sure who I was talking about, so I had to say the red one. That's pretty funny. I have the Legacy Optimus Prime, like the G1 toy-inspired Legacy one, and that figure's kind of cool. I don't know where it is, though, right now. I think it's in my closet somewhere. I used to have it on the desk as a little, like, desk toy, but after I moved, I think it got put into the closet, but I should totally go see if I can find it at some point. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Unlocking the full elemental power. That makes sense. Oh, that's the one you're talking about. Gotcha. I thought you meant like the OG, like G1 Optimus, and I was like, man, for $30, that's a great deal. Great buy. Yeah, I thought you meant like the OG one. Let's see. Yep, Jazzy has made another quiz. And I think we're going to do that one next week on Thursday. Really excited to get into that one. Let's see. Is Harumi coming back in Season 4? I mean, she always could. Of course, we don't know, like, for sure, but I don't see why not. I think she totally could at some point. Decay is the correct answer there. Do I have a Unicron figure? I do not, but I'm really hoping that eventually I can add one to my collection. I almost bought, like, they have like a Funko Pop of like Unicron that looked kind of cool, but I kind of want like a transforming Unicron. There is one from a third party. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's something Studio Cell or something like that. Like, they can't call it Unicron because, you know, trademark, so they call it like Cell. That one looks kind of cool. Otherwise, I mean, there's rumors that, we might get a new Unicron, like, Titan figure at some point. I would love to add one to my collection one day. Don't check it out yet, though. Wait till Thursday. Will do. I'm looking forward to it, though. Looks like it'll be fun. Sam Comic-Con saw a sealed G1 original Optimus toy signed by Peter Cullen for $700. Sounds about right. I'd imagine that would be a pretty expensive item. Very cool item to have in your collection, though, I will say. I just don't know if I'd want to spend like $700. Like, if I'm gonna drop $700, I want to put it towards like something else, but would be pretty cool to have that in the collection. What else do we got? How far into the quiz are we? 9 questions. Got a hangnail. My goodness. What the heck? Question number 10 here. Getting back to the questions. How many realms are there? This is a good one. Because there's a lot of misconceptions, I guess, surrounding this number. Because it's like Ninjago and like the 16 realms, right? So it would be 17, technically, I think. If I got another pet, what would you name them? So I had, it was 17. I had a really good idea. We were at Petco, right? And they have like little cats there, I would love to get like another cat at some point. Probably when I have like more space for another cat, but they had like this little like black like cat, like this little black kitten. I thought it would have been hilarious if I got it and named it Cinder. I think that would just be like a perfect name for that cat. Of course, named after like Cinder from Ninjago. So maybe one day I'll get another cat, name it Cinder. But as of right now, my 2 cats are still doing good, still going strong. So let's see. Yeah, Garmadon would also be good, but I feel like Cinder would fit more, But Garmadon is definitely a good name. Maybe I would get like 2 cats, right? Maybe one of them's like a lighter, like orange, almost like or like even like a white cat. Name that one Woo. Name the little black cat Garmadon. So you got Woo and Garmadon. That could be kind of cool. But one day I will get a pet and name it after a Ninjago character. That'll happen one day. Hasn't happened yet, but someday. Yeah, Overlord. This is my little kitten, Overlord. So cool. I like when people get like totally threatening pets and name them like something super intimidating. It's not like that funny, like if it's the opposite, like if you have like a big dog and you name it like Princess or something, it's like, yeah, it's whatever. But if you get like a small dog and you name it like Annihilator, like that's cool. That's funny. That makes sense. Do I like your new apartment or old apartment? Oh, the new one's a lot better. It's a lot bigger, a lot more space. Not like, as falling apart as much as the old place, I guess I'll say. I can actually open my window here and not get attacked by a bunch of wasps. So I think that's a plus. Yeah, because at my old place, we had a wasp's nest growing in the window. And I think we have... Yeah, we got some rain here in my area. I thought I heard some thunder outside. So if stream ends abruptly, it means we've lost power and the thunderstorm has taken over. You can kind of hear it if you listen closely. Yeah. Little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a little bit of rumblings going on out there. It's because it's storming. Oh, yeah, snake named Baitar. Genius. Me with my cat named the Skull Sorcerer. That's like his full title. I love that too. Your cat's named after your grandma. That's very sweet. Very nice. Storming loudly by you about an hour ago. Yeah, I think we're getting it here now. It's supposed to storm and rain until like midnight, I think it says here on the weather app. So that's not great. It's been raining a lot recently, which, it's also been very hot like recently too. Yesterday it started to cool down a little bit, and now today it's also kind of cool, but we don't have the warmness anymore. We just have like a bunch of rain, which I guess I would prefer, but it's not fun trying to drive to the movie theater and it's like pouring down rain and storming outside. Storming everywhere. Yeah, your Chihuahua named Megatronus Prime. Nice. Do I really miss winter? I miss the temperature that comes with winter. And, the snow is nice too, but eventually the snow like piles up over time and it's kind of like a pain to deal with. But yeah, the colder weather, I prefer like colder weather because it's easier to warm yourself up when it's cold than it is to cool yourself down when it's hot. So, name your cat Ultraviolet. Another good name. Get her a little like purple collar, That'd be nice. That'd be awesome. Am I going to get the Age of the Prime Megatronus figure? See, I've been debating that myself because I feel like if I were to get one of the primes, right, I would want to get all of them. I would love to complete that set, but some of them I have issues with. I don't like Solus Prime that much. Some of the other primes that are coming out look okay. Onyx Prime looks really, really good, but like I said, if I get a few, I'd like to get like the whole set, and I have issues with the whole set, or some of them in the set. So I feel like I'm going to pass on the primes, but they are very cool. But I know if I get one of them, I'm going to have to get the rest of them. Yeah, Christmas time is fun. I like Christmas time. Who is the last Jinn? Jay and Nia making it rain and lightning up in the sky. I don't know why that made me think of like their fusion dragon from Skybound, and then that made me think of how apparently the original Jay elemental dragon set from like 2016, it depends on who you talk to, but according to some people, that dragon is supposed to be that combo dragon that Jay and Nia made. Some people say it's just Jay's dragon. Some people say it's the hydroelectric dragon. I could see it being the Jay and Nia dragon. I do not have the Quintessons Judge, no. I pretty much stopped collecting Transformers. They're just like too expensive for me, and I'd rather spend my money on other stuff. But I do have like all of my Beast Wars stuff still. I have a lot of the Beast Wars stuff from Kingdom, and some of it is from Legacy. I still have all of that, but I did get rid of like a lot of my Studio Series, a lot of my other Legacy, things that I've bought over the years. But I do have the Studio Series 86 Optimus, and I'm looking forward to adding the Megatron to my collection. I have that one pre-ordered, so I'm not like collecting, like getting a bunch of stuff. I'm just kind of getting like stuff that I like. I know, what are they doing out there? Which is stronger in your opinion, the Elemental Blade or the Golden Weapons? Probably the Golden Weapons, but I think an argument can be made for the Elemental Blades. Yeah, I still have 86 Prime. That's because I want it to go with my my Megatron. So I think those two are going to look really good together. And I have like some other stuff. I have my Lego Optimus Prime, my Lego Bumblebee. I have the 3-0 Bumblebee movie Soundwave. I still have my Masterpiece Soundwave. A couple of like third-party Fall of Cybertron figures. So I still have some Transformers stuff on display, but I've definitely been like selling off a lot of what I don't necessarily need and slowing down overall. Am I planning to get the Fantastic Four Lego set? I would like it at some point, but I don't want to pay like full price for it. So if someone gets it for me, like say around Christmas time, if one of my family members gets it for me as like a gift, I'll be like, okay, cool. It's been on my list. It's nice to have it. Or if I find it on sale, I will grab it. But yeah, definitely not going to be getting it now when it's full price, but I would like it eventually. Yes, I can recreate the fight from the movie. Unfortunately, I sold off my Hot Rod, so I can't reenact the scene where Hot Rod gets Optimus Prime murdered, but I don't know. I'll just pretend. I'll use my imagination. I can reenact the death of Optimus Prime. I hear they're making Speaking of Dead Optimus Prime, I hear they're making a, they call it a sleep mode Optimus Prime, but it's literally just his corpse. I hear they're making that into a figure. More corpses. Transformers does that weird thing where they make like figures of like the dead bodies for whatever reason. It's kind of bizarre. Do you want your favorite Transformers character but as a corpse? Come on down to Target and get this awesome 2-pack. You get 2 corpses for the not for the price of one. They charge you for both. But I don't know. I think it's interesting that they do that. I'm sure there's a market for it because they keep doing it. Shockwave or Starscream? Probably Shockwave overall, I'd say. I'm more of a Shockwave guy than a Starscream guy, I guess. Who's your favorite character in Ninjago? I think I can comfortably say Garmadon now. I think just all around, he's a great villain. He's a great hero. He's just a great character. Is there no stream on the 4th of July? I mean, you know, like I said, Fridays are usually like my chill day where I just kind of like sit and do nothing. But if I'm super bored on Saturday or on Friday, then, you know, sure. If there's not a stream on Friday, though, it's not going to be because it's the 4th of July. It's just going to be because I didn't feel like streaming. So, you know, Fridays, I don't know. Every now and then, sure, Friday stream. But I'd say the most common days, aside from Thursday, are like Tuesdays or like Wednesdays. Usually it's like Tuesdays and Wednesdays and then Thursday. Because like with Monday, you know, Monday you don't want to do anything because you're coming off the weekend. So that day is kind of like a chill day too. And then Friday is kind of a chill day. So definitely those 3 days in the middle, I think, are more common for streams. And I think that's going to do it for this round of trivia. I think that comes from R. Dean. Yeah, I think I'm remembering that correctly. So once again, shout out to R. Dean. Here we have our top 3. We got Rare Zarked Fan in 3rd. We got, and then 2 NJOs. I don't know what that means, but maybe they were working together. Who's to say? But let's get rolling on the second round here. We can do one more round if you guys would like of this quiz, but let me know what game mode you would like to play in the chat, because we can totally pick another one if you guys would like. Also, we have a super chat from Alden, $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Alden. Garmadon needs a comeback in Dragon's Rising. I agree very much so. I think it's kind of a missed opportunity that Garmadon has not come back yet, but I'm hoping he will show up soon. Definitely. But thank you very much, Alden, for the $1.99 super chat. All right, what do we got here? What do you guys feel like playing this evening? Fishing, gold, fishing. Seeing a few for fishing. Should we go fishing? Is this guy Bugs? Sure, let's do fishing. That sounds like fun. I think it's been a minute since we've done fishing, right? Unless I'm forgetting something. Ugh. All right, 5 minutes of fishing, and then we will probably call it after that one. So last round of trivia is going now. Code is on the top. QR code top left. Join up if you would like. What color are your cats? So I have 2 cats. Oh, and by the way, we do have photos of them over on my Instagram if you guys are interested in seeing pictures. But we have 2 cats. We have Momo, who is just all black with like kind of like yellowish greenish eyes. And we have Waffle. Waffle's my other cat. She is kind of like a whole bunch of colors. She's like brown primarily, but she's got like black and a little bit of like light orange, you know, on her too. She's kind of like a bunch of colors. So, and yeah, if you want to watch, totally fine. You know, if you just want to chill and vibe, understandable. I gotcha. When you watch Fantastic Four, will you be yelling "It's clobberin' time" when the Thing says it in the movie? Probably not, but I will be seeing that movie. I already have my tickets for Fantastic Four. I'm hoping it does not suck. I'm hoping it's not trash. The trailers look kind of good, so I'm hoping the movie is just as good as the trailers have been. Waffles marbled. Is that what they're calling it? Marbled? I could see it. I hope it's fantastic. Gotcha. When do you think we will get leaked pictures of the season 4 sets? I mean, we have some already. All of the images that we have, I've been posting over on my Blue Sky account. If you guys want to head on over there, because that's like my most disposable social media, right? So it's like I don't really care if that one gets taken down. But yeah, we have a few like minifigures and stuff like that. Not anything like the full-on like sets, but we have like figures. So thoughts on the Thing's beard? It's interesting. I guess it is a thing from the comics that he has a beard. So what time is it? 8:05. No, I don't know. It's not clobbering time, that's for sure. It's waffling time. Thoughts on Ninjago Legacy? Very good. They should bring it back. Rumor has it they might be for the 15th anniversary. Because we are getting some anniversary sets, and I don't know if they're going to fall under just the Dragons Rising series, or if they're going to fall under Legacy if they bring that back. Can you draw us a picture at the end of stream, specifically whose pixel? Ooh, sure. Tell you what, sure. Just remind me in like 4 minutes, because I will probably forget. But yeah, we can do a quick drawing of the Who's Pixel Girl from memory. It's not going to be the best picture ever, because I can't draw, but I would not mind. Sounds like a plan. What Forbidden 5 minifigure is the best? I like Drix's minifigure, just because I feel like he's got like one of the best designs overall. But they're all pretty good. I do like the Rock's minifigure because of like how tiny she is. She's just like a little gremlin. It's amazing. I gotta order her another cape. I don't have the minifigure yet, but I do need to buy another one of those capes off of Bricklink before I get those sets. Big stretch. Do I know if the Forbidden 5... Ooh, did you guys hear that? Little rumbly out there, because the storm's a-startin'. Guess I will not be going to Target this evening. I have a Target pickup. I was going to go get it later tonight, but that can wait until tomorrow. Forbidden 5 in Season 4. I mean, I would hope so, but I guess we'll see. Kerr's the only Forbidden 5 you don't have. Yeah, what set is she in? The Lloyd jet, I think? I only have still Noct and Drix, because the summer sets are not out for me yet. They come out in August, unfortunately, for me. See that big blobfish? The big blobfish. Is this guy Bugs? What's Jay doing outside your house? He's making a ruckus. He's mad at me for some reason. Don't know why. What did I do to you, Blue Man? If you could... Ooh, that's a great question. If you could have two ninjas switch powers, who would it be? Ooh, who would I pick? That's a really good question. Okay, I got it. Nia and Kai, because I think it would be cool if Kai had water and Nia had fire. I'd like to see what that would look like. So yeah, let's go with that. Swap Kai and Nia's powers. Like they just got different powers from their parents. That would be cool. Would love to see Kai as like a water master. And, you know, we've kind of seen Nia as like a fire master already, kind of, because way back when Ninjago was first starting, right? She was known as just the Sister of Fire, and all of her merch was like fire themed. So yeah, let's go with that. Make them swap. Yeah, Kai and Wildfire. Oh, I know what I can tell you guys. So yeah, I was at my sister's graduation party last weekend, and a buddy of mine came over, right? And we were just kind of talking at the party, you know, just kind of hanging out. And you know, he used to watch Ninjago with me back in the day, but he like hasn't, you know, for a while. And I was getting him caught up on all the lore, and I was like, yeah, man, they have new ninjas. Look at this one. Look at that one. And he's like, oh, that's cool. What are their powers? And I'm like, well, this one is heat. It's the exact same thing as fire, except it's blue. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, I am. We also have this one who's Quake. Totally different from Earth. And then he did get a kick out of Sora being the master of technology. So, I don't know. It was kind of fun. Not sure what season he stopped at. Definitely an early season. Like, it couldn't have been, like, later than, like, season 5. Ah, yes. Surface tension, my favorite. Alright, we are almost done here with the quiz. Let's see, who do we got? We got Frack X Sora in third, we got Fugitive in second, and we got Peta in first. Congrats to our top 3. And that'll pretty much wrap it up for trivia tonight, ladies and gents. So let's start winding things down here. I am going to pull up ye old MS Paint because I believe we need to do a photo. A picture, if you will. Let me see. Yes, it is picture time. So let's get that rolling here. Let me close out of the trivia, though. There we go. Okay, so who are we drawing? We are drawing the Who's Pixel Girl. Let me adjust my screen here so y'all can see what we're working with here. MS Paint it do be. All right, let's get her rolling here. So, I'm going to be drawing the Who's Pixel Girl from memory. Let me see. Where is my thing? My ting. Is this the right one? Yeah, that'll be. No, that one's stupid. That brush is dumb. What about this one? No, that one's too thin. But can I make it thicker? Okay, there we go. All right, now we're good. All right, so I'm going to be doing this by memory. So we will start with her head. She has a head like most Ninjago characters do. And the head is yellow, like most Ninjago characters are. We're going to give her 2 eyes. Oh, God, that is way too tiny of an eye. Zoom in there. There we are. All right, let me zoom in. Give her a better eye. Here's the other eye. Perfect. Already looking great. Thank you, thank you. I am a professional. Let's give her some eyelashes, you know. Oop. That eyelash was a little messed up, but that's okay. You just got to power through it, right? Here, let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, now we need her mouth. I'm going to give her a very lovely smile. Yeah, very wide, very, very wide, very lovely smile. Oh, make her angry at Kai. Oh, true. Yeah, she's mad. Oh, in that case, we shouldn't give her a smile then. We should back it up. Give her... Oh, we went too far. There we go. We'll make her mad at Kai, yeah. So we'll give her eyebrows, give her a big frown. You know, she mad, she angry at Kai. We need her hair. Now, she has like a blonde ponytail. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Ignore the bangs. It's all good. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Trust the vision. Trust the vision. All right, we're going to give her this nice ponytail. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. All right, let's fill that bad boy in. Get rid of some of this non-yellow. And there you go. You got a nice ponytail. Okay, now for the body. For her body, she has... trying to think of what she has. She has a green... Or not a green jacket. A blue jacket with like a pink shirt underneath. So let's just give her the pink shirt. Give her the blue jacket. Look at that. Lovely. Wonderful. Yes, we are indeed cooking here. Let's see. We're always cooking here whenever we open up MS Paint. Let's zoom out just a little bit so y'all can see more of the vision. Okay, so let's see. We need to do some arms. I think I'm going to have her holding... Let me just zoom in super quick. Let's have her holding her drink. So she's got her arm, and I'm going to do her other arm like she's on like on her hip. Like she's like... Oh, that that's a little rough. Okay, don't worry about it. We're not erasing anything. Just trust the vision. But she's mad. She's mad because Kai is trying to hit on her in the gas station. So let's give her her drink. Gonna give her a nice big old cup, right, with a nice little straw sticking out of it. Oop, Kind of messed up the straw. Don't worry about it. Trust the vision. The smoothie was green. Let's color in her little hand there, and we need to color in the sleeves on the jacket. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, moving on down to the legs. I do not remember for the life of me what type of pants she's got, so I will just make up pants, right? She's probably got pants on. There we go. Perfect. Let's give her some feet. Feet are a little big. Don't worry about it. Trust the vision. I'm going to give her pink shoes and maybe, I don't know, like a dark blue thing. Oh, she was wearing a skirt. You're right. You're right. What color was the skirt? I'm going to guess it was red. Okay, we're just going to draw the skirt over top. All right, don't worry about it. Trust the vision. Trust the vision. All right, let's get the red skirt. Let's try to fill that bad boy in. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Beautiful. Awesome. It's white. Okay, hold on. We'll do some white stripes. This is quickly falling apart, but it's okay. Storming outside. Don't worry about it. There we go. Excellent. All right, perfect. Okay. We will also give her other hand over here. Yeah, she's like got her hand on her hip, like she's like mad, you know. Okay, now there's the Who's Pixel girl, right? Hold up, let me bring us back to focus here. We will have her say a little speech bubble. Oh God, who is Pixel? Yeah, with a bunch of question marks because she mad. With a little exclamation point too, because she mad. And there you go. There you go. That is the Who's Pixel girl drawn up in MS Paint. Probably the first time that's ever happened in the history of mankind. What do you guys think? Feel free to rate my drawing. And really quick, let's draw Kai over here, just super quick. Gonna be a super quick speed run of Kai because the storm is getting worse outside. So super quick Kai speed run. You guys hear the thunder rumbling? Let's give him his glasses, his sunglasses. And he's shocked. He's like, whoa, what are you throwing a drink at me for, lady? We'll draw his arms up in the air. Throw my hands up, you know. He's like, whoa, stop throwing a drink at me. Yeah, all right. Now let's color in Kai quick. And we will call it a day. Oh, there we go. Call it a day from there. Oh, okay. It's quickly falling apart. Give him some red. Perfect. There you go. Kai versus... Kai versus the Who's Pixel girl. Totally forgot to give him some hands. Wonderful. He's like, whoa, don't throw the drink at me. Okay, quick X1 charger. Super duper speed run X1 charger. Car. Black wheels. Red car. Oh, okay. No, go back. That surely will not do. That will not do. There. Perfect. How's that? There we go. That's totally the scene from season 3 there. Just like, you know, beat for beat. You guys hear that rumbling outside? Oh, nice, Gay Rig. I love that profile picture. It looks amazing. Even the thunder and lightning live for the queen. Of course. Oh, yeah, the chips. Oh, God. Huh. What color were they? I'm just going to guess they were, I don't know, orange. He's got to be holding the bag of chips. He's like, you got anything? What does he say in that scene? Are you sure these are the hottest snacks you got? That's a chip on the thing, by the way. These are chips inside. Hotter than this. And she's like, get away from me, weirdo. She's like throwing the drink at him. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, that's the final masterpiece. As it is. Take your screenshots, you know, frame it, put it up on your wall. Whatever you want to do. Lovely. Picasso. All right, with that being said, everyone, we are probably going to be wrapping it up there because it is storming real bad outside, and I would totally like to do a little goodbye here properly before the stream just randomly ends because the power went out. So, thank you all so much for tuning in, everyone. Let's get the end of the stream rolling. Let's get some hugs in the chat, of course. Hugs all around. Absolutely. I do appreciate all the support for my lovely artwork. Going on the wall, absolutely. Steaks and milk as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in, everybody. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you guys did, feel free to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We will see you guys in the next stream. See you when we see you. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. Not likely, but always a chance. Otherwise, we will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Stay safe out there, and we will talk to you guys again next time. Peace.